Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the August 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do have a recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And I do also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started, Capricorn. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close to the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month for you, and a healing note as well. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. Taking a look at our first column here, we have the summary card of rediscovery. So likely some rediscovery in these last few weeks. Need to see. I haven't seen that card in a while, actually, in any of my readings. Oftentimes with rediscovery, this is like finding something that you were even passionate about as a kid, or finding something that essentially is feeding that inner child. But this could be rediscovery of anything. It could be a person, hobby. There is no limit here. But let's see what messages we're getting. The first card that we have is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. However, if you take a look at this card, these people are fighting with wands. They're not fighting with swords. So I always explain these as small bumps in the road. So likely there are just some things that didn't happen exactly the way you would have liked them to in the last few weeks. The next card that we have is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a really wonderful money card. It's a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. All wonderful things there for you. It can also be a card of solo pleasures, doing things on your own or doing things by yourself. Then at the bottom we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very hardworking, very studious. It's going to indicate new love for some as well, Capricorn. But I feel like whatever this financial gain was is something that you were working very hard for. But let's clarify and see what other messages I can give you for this column. The first card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. It's also a card of conformity. I feel like there was like something that wasn't meeting expectations, whether it was your expectations or somebody else's expectations, and that was likely the source of this conflict, or these bumps in the road or these obstacles. It just feels like expectations were not being met. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. It can also be about being in the spotlight. That's what this big star here is at the top. So some of you could have been recognized, and that's where the financial gains are coming from. But in general with the star, this is very much a renewal of energy. It's new hope. It's new clarity. It's kind of that really positive reset that we all need. So like to see that there for you, perfectly setting yourself up for August and future months. And at the bottom we have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is a card of loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned. I actually feel like you've been working so hard on something, you're almost sad it's over. You feel like you're abandoning this project, where at the end it just means you have worked through it till completion and it's time to move on to something new. But it's like you've spent a lot of time working on this one thing. So there's a little bit of sadness that we've completed this one thing, it seems like, Capricorn. Now moving on to our next column. This is just a general look at what's coming for August. We have the card Revolution. Revolution is really a change at our core. It's who we are. It's truly rethinking or recreating the way that we're doing something or the way we view something. Really major internal revolution when we see this card. But let's see what messages we get here, Capricorn, for the month of August. Look at that. All major arcana cards, all major messages. The first card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, of course, is a card of love. This is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. This could be a reflection of your current relationship, but this could also very well be you entering into a new relationship this month, Capricorn. The next card that we have is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance, harmony, patience, moderation. We keep hearing balance, harmony, renewed energy. I love to see that. So in general, August is going to continue to be this month of harmony and balancing for you, which is really, really wonderful. Maybe some of you have been in stressful times, or you've maybe been in a funk, or your work-life balance has been kind of out of whack. This is just balanced all around. Then at the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and abundance. One of my favorite cards to get really anywhere in the reading, because abundance is a wonderful thing and the ability to create is also a wonderful thing. So love to see that abundance and that creation. This is also a card of fertility and pregnancy. So for those of you hoping to expand your family, this could be a really wonderful card for you as well. But let's see what other messages we have here. Woohoo! All right, the Temperance coming up again. So the Temperance card, again, this is this card of balance, harmony, patience, moderation. Things have been, I just feel, out of whack for you, and they're going to be at peace. If this is a new relationship, you really could be finding balance and happiness in this new relationship. Or if you're in an existing relationship, maybe things have just been busy and you haven't quite been on the same page. But balance all around. I love the month of balance. We also have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, Capricorn, is a card that's always favorable for you. This is a card of clarity. Could be making a decision. This is about living your life's purpose, though, too. So this is confirmation that you're on the right path. Maybe you've got clarity on something and that's what's giving you this balance, but really nice card to see. And we have so many wings. Do you see wings, 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 wings in all of these cards? Really interesting pairing of that fourth group there. Then at the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups. There really is not a better pairing of cards, in my opinion. I mean, maybe there is, but this is like a really stellar pairing between the Empress card and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true, material abundance, good health. So you have basically the Empress and the Nine of Cups saying the same thing, that your wishes can come true. There's material abundance, there's good health. We have abundance creation, abundance creation. So love to see that. Really wonderful August coming for you. My goodness, it's the best one I've seen by far for this entire month, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. The first card that we have is the Judgment card. We needed to throw some more wings in here because you didn't have enough in this area. But with the Judgment card, this is a card of clarity, final decision. I will say that there's some sort of decision being made for work. Again, you got the piece of information that you've been needing, and now you're able to make a decision as it relates to money or job. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. I do think some of you could be leaving your job. You see this person is like picking up their swords and moving away. Typically with the Seven of Swords, this is some sort of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. I feel like something is pushing you away and it's making you want to pursue new opportunities, look for a new department, look for a new job. Again, it's like there was some sort of clarity and it's like, all right, that's it. I'm going to make my decision. And I do see for a lot of you, this is moving on to something new. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having many, many options. If you look at this card, there's something different in each of these 7 cups. So there are lots of places you can go, lots of things. You could almost be overwhelmed by all the opportunities that are available to you, Capricorn. And because of all the opportunities, it can make you a little bit hesitant to be committal. Some of you, I feel like, do want to move away too, and you're hesitant to fully commit. But let's see what other cards we have here, clarifying cards. The first one we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is news coming in. So again, there's some sort of clarity. It was like the last straw or the final thing you needed to hear to make a decision with the Judgment card. This is a card of speed and action too. So like you maybe have been waiting on this and you're finally like, yep, now's the time I'm going to make this decision. I've seen and heard everything I need to know to make this decision. The next card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of making a decision. Not particularly surprised to see this here because it's pretty clear between the Judgment and the Two of Swords that you're going to be making a decision on something. And then at the bottom here we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very bold, powerful card. It's also very much so a card of courage. So my message to you for this column, Capricorn, would be courageous enough, have the courage to make that decision and commit to whatever feels right to you. Again, there does seem to be some sort of change that maybe you've been on the fence about, but now is the time to make the decision and make that commitment to something new. Now moving on, we're going to take a look at our love column. This could be family, friends, children, relationships, anything that you associate with love. The first card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. It seems like there's something that you want, Capricorn, that you're not getting right now from love, whether it's friendship or a love relationship or children, a connection with your family. There's something you're desiring that you don't have at this exact moment. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmare, anxiety, grief. It could be worry. You see this person is quite literally sitting up in bed, something's bothering them. I feel like you're giving a lot of thought to this thing that you want that you don't have. Of course, we're going to clarify. And then at the bottom, we have the Tower. The Tower is a card of unwanted change. And what I mean by that is we plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F happens. The nice thing about that is the Tower card will always take us to exactly where we need to go. It may not have been the way we wanted to get there, Capricorn, but the Tower is still taking us somewhere we needed to go. Let's clarify this column and see what other information I can give you. The first card we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is again that card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. It's that wanting to move forward. I feel like for some of you, sorry, I have to readjust. I keep bumping the cord and wiggling the camera there. Sorry, Capricorn. The Seven of Swords, though, this is you, and I am going to read this a couple different ways. So I think for some of you, this is your desire to move on from a relationship, like a relationship that's already ended, likely because of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. And I think this is just your desire to now go and be in another relationship. You're at that point where you are interested in somebody else. Maybe not even interested in a specific person, but are interested in being in another relationship. Let me put it that way. For some of you, I feel like in general, you just want something to move forward though, and it may or may not feel like it's moving forward. Again, this is you wanting to move. This is you wanting to move on something, and then you have the Four of Pentacles there, which is your desire. We have the Seven of Cups. We had the Seven of Cups earlier. This is again that card of having lots of different options and maybe not being able to commit to something. Again, there's some sort of desire that's not being filled, some sort of want that's not being filled, but at the same time, it's something we've had a hard time committing to this point with the Seven of Cups. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. My message for some of you that are feeling this desire or this missing thing that you want, but maybe you're not ready to commit to, is you need to be a little bit more patient. I don't know that there's going to be movement on this, Capricorn, in the next month, but continue to be patient. And with that Knight of Pentacles, this is also, I don't know that this is a card of hard work, but that's not the way I want to say that. You more so need to look for next steps forward. That's my message for you, Capricorn. It took me a minute to find the words there. So continue to be patient, but also be looking for next steps forward. And do keep in mind, I think you had this plan of how things were going to move forward and it just didn't happen. But again, the Tower is taking us to the right place. So start planning for the things we want as we continue to be patient and let these things resolve and work out a little bit further. Now taking a look at our last column, Capricorn, this is a message from our future self or spirit guide, so something to take into the month of August with us. We have the card Unity. Unity is a good card. This is about being connected with your inner self, being connected with those around you, being connected to the world, to the earth, to nature, as you see with that card there. But let's see what messages come under Unity here. The first card we have is the Chariot. The Chariot is a card, somebody once described this to me as the vroom vroom card, which means there's action, there's change, there's things moving. The one thing that I think I love the most about the Chariot card is it doesn't matter where you're going. Well, you don't necessarily have to, it does matter where you're going, but it doesn't necessarily, it's okay if you don't know exactly where you're going. The Chariot will take you to the right place even if you're not clear exactly where you want to go. So there's this action and this change, and just know that with the Chariot, it's happening for a reason. Again, the Chariot's taking you to the place you need to be. So even if you don't know exactly where you're going, the Chariot's taking you to that right place. This can also be a card of new vehicle too, so some of you could be getting a new vehicle in August. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a patient card. This is a really good new money card though. New job, raise, some sort of money news. So continuing to be patient on this journey is going to be the important thing. Again, some of you could be feeling a little uncomfortable because you're not sure exactly where you're going. Just know the Chariot's taking you to the right place, and it does seem like it's new opportunities here. So stay patient. At the bottom, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is, again, those feelings of uncertainty and lower feelings, just because I feel like you're feeling a little lost. You're not sure exactly where you're going or how you're getting there, but trust the process here, Capricorn. The first clarifier we have is the Lovers card. Again, a lot of you are desiring new love or gaining something in that love column that you don't already have, so I like to see this. This could be this journey or this path to this new relationship, but the Lovers being a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. This could also be a decision, so this could be the decision to continue to pursue this journey even though you may not know exactly where it's going. We've had the Tower card come up in this reading as well. That Tower card saying that there's going to be some sort of unwanted change. Again, you really just have to keep rolling with it with the Chariot. Know that the Chariot's taking you to the right place. But the Tower card is great to see, the Page of Pentacles is great to see underneath the Tower card. Because again, that's taking you to that place of new opportunities, new money, raise, some sort of new career change. More so new opportunities though. So again, even though we're going through these Tower moments, it's going to be successful. We're going to like what's on the other side of the Tower. And at the bottom we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of feeling stagnant. If you see, this person is quite literally hanging there by their foot. A lot of you have felt stagnant. A lot of you are still feeling unsure because you don't know exactly where you're going. But again, there's not a better card to guide you through this than the Chariot right now. So overall, really, really nice reading, Capricorn. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the King of Hearts. This is number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. So we have yes, no, yes, Capricorn. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of August. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your nightstand, put it on your desk at work. Your crystal this month is aquamarine, which is good for ease. It seems like things are maybe not that easy right now, so some aquamarine will help with that. It's really good for your clairs as well, but it gives you new drive. It gives you that ability to be buoyant, again, ease, and also really gives you some depth of thought. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your message says, when you can't remember why you were hurt, that is when you are healed. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, those subscriptions help me greatly. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and have a wonderful August.